Hi everyone, today we're going to learn with EDakho TV Python introduction step to step for the beginner. As you see, we have something that we're going to cover in the lesson of today. We have something called the introduction to Python. As you see, the introduction to Python. In Python, we're going to cover the more things. As you see that the Python, this is a programming language. This is among of the programming language. We have this programming language. Why we start this programming language? As you see, it helps us to create. They use the server to create the web application. The easy way to create the web application is by using the Python, as well as you can connect to the database. So as you get the data, as you see, it can handle the large files and so on. As we talk about the programming language, this Python is very important for any developer or the programmer. As you see, the reason why you learn the Python, as we learn the Python, Python is very easy to use. As you see, the Python is run on different platforms like Microsoft Windows, Linux, Macs, and so on. So that's why we just prefer most to learn this language, and now is very marketable to in most of the companies. So make sure you follow and learn these Pythons, because it's so simple to understand this Python code. As let's go proceed with, as you can see, we have something that we call, in order to run the Python in your device, make sure you install your Python on your device. As you see, that's the first thing to consider, that you have installed your Python in your device. After installing, you make sure you go to any website, you just hit download, look for the Python. You can try to download and just make the offline installation of your Python. After that, make sure you check if your installation is completed. You must do, as you see, to check your installation, you must make combination of the key. It means that the window key, that starting menu, window key plus R. So when you hold the window key plus R and then you type the Python -- version, that's the way to open the CMD to try to test if your installation of the Python. As you see, window R's, after that type CMD. As you see, now you are in the CMD mode. This is a CMD mode. So to increase the font size of the CMD mode for the easier visibility, just right click and just select the size. Select your size that you prefer to use. Take your size that you want to use. Okay, then click OK. As you can see that the size increase for the easier visibility. Okay, as you see now, you see this is indirected C user and the user's ED. And now from there, so you must type the path Python, then space -- version to see you are installed the Python, if it's present or not. So that's the command to check if the installation is completed. Now press enter. As you see, what's happened, as you see, wow, that's my version of the Python that I stored in my device. This is a 3.11.0. As you see, I have installation. Make sure you install Python in your device. So now we proceed with another session. Now in Python, we are going to cover most of things for this introduction, the basic one. As you see, now you are ready and you have your Python in your device. Now we are going to write the first program in command prompt by using the Python command. As you see, to write the first programs in the cmd, that's Python programs. We must open the cmd. As you see, we have already opened the cmd, and then type py, then press hint. Py stands for extension of the Python. So when you press py, means that you enter in Python environment, just for easier way to writing the code of the Python in the command line. So as you see now, just type py, just press enter, waiting. Yes, wow, as you see now, you are in the Python environment. So now from here you can write any code that you need. And for example, try to print this word hi, this is EDakho TV. Try to write this message, and keep in mind that in Python we didn't have any semicolon. Just writing. As you press enter, as you see that, wow, hi, this is EDakho TV. As you see now, we are program running successful. Keep on watching EDakho TV. Please make sure you like and subscribe my channel and share with your fellow, so as to be the first to get the notification. And if you have the question or you have some understanding, make sure you write your comment below and they can help you. Let's go proceed with the lesson. Now let us see some Python syntax. As you see, this is Python syntax. So in Python syntax, keep in mind that we can be executed by the writing directly in the command line. As you see now, we are in a cmd, so you can execute the Python syntax direct on the command line. So keep in mind that in Python we are not declare the variable. We didn't declare the variable. If we just try to declare the variable, we can get the error message, but we just make in declaration in initialization, so as to make sure that we are sending the value to a variable. As you see that we have something that you call indentation. Python indentation. In Python indentation, this is a space found beginning of the code line. So beginning of the code line, that space, that's why you call indentation. And in the Python, keep in mind that the indentation is very important. Failure to observe that, you can get the errors. As see, this is a short example. As see, if 3 is greater than 2, just print 3 is greater than 2. As you see, we have the space below, the space back of the word print. That space, that's why you call the indentation. So the space we call indentation. As you see, if you try to run this program, as you see, it runs successfully. It tries to see as if 3 is greater than 2, then press int, then press tab key, so as to write this print statement. So print, yes, you can just write print, then 3 is greater than 2. Yeah. Now as you see that, I will just try to write this statement. Just print x is greater than 2, then press enter to see what is happening. Press enter. Now press enter again. As you see, 3 is greater than 2, means that the program running successful, because we consider and we observe the indentation. That's indentation. As you see, this space, that's why you call indentation. So failure to do so, we can get a message. So let's see this this message that I didn't consider any kind of indentation. As you see, you can get the error message. So let's try this another example to see incorrect one. Look, this example that we writing in without consider the indentation. What you can see, let us try to write this example. The same condition, just write the if 3 is greater than 2, then put your colon, then press enter. So at the beginning of your code, the beginning of your code, below the if, right there your statement. As you see, then you press enter, see the error message. This error message means that you didn't consider indentation. As you see, indentation error. So make sure you consider and observe the indentation while you're writing the Python code. And indentation, that the space of one tab, just click tab to get the indentation. So now as you see, that error means that we have some mistake. As you see, we have some mistake in code, so make sure you consider the indentation. Okay, let's proceed, and as you see that we move on, but keep in mind that I remember to subscribe and like my channels, EDakho TV. And now let us see the another things in Python. We have something called Python variable. In Python we have something we call Python variable. Let us zoom so as to see well. In Python is something we call the Python variable. So what the Python variable and what variable deal for? As you see, Python variable, in Python variable is created the moment you assign value to it. So when you say this is my variable, it just created at the moment while you assign the value. So if you didn't assign the value, that's you didn't get the access to create the value. As you see, the variable, that is a container for storing data, that the storage just for hold data, just for holding data. As you see, this is a simple example. For example, we say that a is equal to 5. A is equal to 5 means that the variable is a, and a hold the data with integer data type with 5 values. This value of the 5 values. You see, let I try to write our this example in our CMD. So look to my program. So a is equal to 5. So if a is equal to 5, now you can write again another variable. Remember that the first variable a is equal to 5, this is integer, and try to write another variable. This is b is equal to EDakho TV, and this is string variable. So in string you can use the double quotation or single quotation according to your privilege. So let's try. So to get the output of your program, we are using print statement. So write print statement, and within the parentheses write your variable. As you see, now we get the answer is 5. We get 5 because a contains the 5 value. As you see now, let I try to write in b. As you see, EDakho TV, print b, get EDakho TV. And that's how we say that. Let us try with a single quotation to see if you have some mistake or error. So try to change the variable. Now this variable c is called EDakho TV, the single variable. Now try to print c to see if it's right. As you see, wow, now it's running successful. As you see, we get the output EDakho TV. So keep in mind that someone who used the double quotation with the single quotation, all they are same. So all out about the double quotation or single quotation, but all they doing the same things. Now let's proceed with another session in Python. In Python, we're going to talk about the comments. So comment in Python, we have different types of the comments. The first comment is all about we're using hash, and this hash is for single line comment. So if you want to comment a single line, you must using the hash. Use the hash. As you see, you can use the hash beginning of your program. So make sure your hash is first at the left side, and your commented document will be at the right side, so as to get the clear comment off. And this comment just help the developer to expand his codes, or you can just writing the comment just for easier memorize. So when coming back next time, you can see your code and you can understand it. So why do you mean when you're writing this and this and this? So that's why we're using the comment. Also, we have the multiple comment, means that the triple quotation, and we're just writing that word triple quotation. Okay, as you see now is printed with a single comma, means that we have some mistake in this statement. So when talk about Python, keep in mind that Python is everything is a programming language for the easier useful. So in Python also we have something called data type, and data type we have many data type. As you see, the first data type we say string, str means strings. So these strings, as you see, this data type strings. Now let I try to see the strings. As you see, we have the main data type, we have the sequential. In sequential we have list, tuple, range. Also we have the mapping. In mapping we have dictionaries, mapping. You have insert. Also again insert, you have set and frozen sets. Also you have something we call frozen set, as well as we have the boolean. Boolean means it can be true or false. Also we have the binary types. That's binary types, that's the byte array, memory, and so on. So let's proceed with something that you call, to get the kind of the data type, we use the function type. So if we want to get the data type of the certain val, so we allowed, or you are asked to use, or the most function we use, just we type, write type, and we write the parenthesis. So try to look at this a simple example. Say a is equal to 5, and just print this statement to say that a, just type print, then within the parenthesis type the type, just write type, also in the type, and in parenthesis of the type function write this variable we are using. We're using variable a. Now we're using a. Now as you see that class int means that this variable hold the value within class of class a, class of integers number. As you see, class of integer number. So let us try to with the float to see what is be happen. Let's try with the float. As see, now we try to let the float. Okay, try say b is equal to this. Now let's try to print the b now. To say, wow, I see that in class of float. Now in the class of float. Also, at same as complex, you can do are the same things, all the steps are equal. Yes, you can write the maybe C is equal to 3J. So when talk about 3J, try to write convert and see, oh, class is in complex. Class is in complex. Now that's we talk about data type of the Python. I hope you enjoy and you still enjoy this video introduction to Python. So make sure you like and you comment, share my channel with your friends so as to get more notification on the upcoming video. So make sure you do that. So let's proceed with something called conversion now you can convert from integer to float, or from float to integer, from float to complex. Now as you see, you say x is equal to 2 and you write things. Now as you see, we have x variable x hold the integer, so we just want to convert that integer to float. So you write another variable x is equal to float. That float going to change that value to float. Now after writing, just write the print statement so as to display to see the output. That's why as you see 2.0 means that this number is float. That's why you make conversion of the number. So let's try to make vice versa so as to see what has happened, the vice versa. Now try to see the vice versa, how it is look like. Okay, as you see now we say b is equal to 2.0. That's your variable hold 2.0, and remember that that's floating. Now we try to convert to floating to integers. As you see that b is equal to 2.0. yeah. Now as you see, integers to float is ready. Let us try to float to complex. So let us try float to complex to see how to change the float number to complex. Now as you see, in complex we are using the variable q. Now as you see, it's loading. Now print. Now as you see, 2 plus 0j. This is, as you see, the conversion from the float to the complex. If you know the float number, you can change to float to complex number or to integers number or whatever the case, and this is how you can convert it. So with something that you call random or rand, that's to get the number in within the range from your starting to the initial one. So In order to do that, we need something called random. So as Python, it did have the random function. So Python does not have random function. So if it does not have a random function, we need I must find the first thing called the function. Find the function. Let's try to write this code to see what's loop. Now we import the random. After importing the random, now we're just going to import your platform. After importing your platform, we're just going to type this message. Now you can see you're going to print. As you see, our range starts from 1 to 10 and the random number is 3 now. If you run again, you can see the number change from 3 to 6. Try to run again to generate another number, but keep in mind that all the number that you get is ranging from 1 to 10. We're just making try to see. Now as you see that in Python we try to learn something basic introduction to Python, and in next session we're going to talk more about Python string. So proceed to keep and watching EDakho TV. I wish all the best. Have the goodbye. See you in the next video. Please make sure